I love Street Ives and Foy. I have childhood memories of the Headland Hotel, where The Witches was filmed, standing on the Fistral Beach. There's something about packing a bikini and Wellington boots, and I'm away. I have these vivid, some fabulous, some not so fabulous, childhood memories of driving to Lake Tahoe. My dad and mom took us to Canada. I loved it, the cool clean air, the green mountains and the Canadian accents. That trip is one of my favorite childhood memories as a family. That is where I got my childhood memories, watching the Home Run Derby as a kid. Maybe some kids are watching me. I would like to return that. A lot of my childhood memories involve walking home in floods of tears. At that age, feeling unpopular is difficult to handle. My mother says that my father truly enjoyed having a son. My 2 years younger twin sisters felt that he didn't quite know how to enjoy them, but I wasn't aware of those things then. So many of my childhood memories involve him. All the excursions into science were shaped by his knowledge and enthusiasm. My nan and granddad looked after us when I was young while my parents worked, and most of my childhood memories are with them. My childhood memories seem to be wreathed in the twin and far from harmonious olfactory sensations of patchouli oil and caustic soda. I always bake. Some of my fondest childhood memories are of baking with my nan, who used to make jam tarts with me in her kitchen, and that sparked a love of baking at a young age. My earliest childhood memories are of my dad putting a basketball in my hand and playing with me in our backyard. I have great childhood memories of my mother baking, and I was always a willing participant, especially if it meant I could revarnish the kitchen floor with treacle. Some of my most vivid childhood memories involve cards, loud, energetic, often brutally competitive games of racing demon, played at high speed and in a fog of shouting and laughter, endless rummy tournaments, learning newfangled varieties of poker. It didn't matter what the game was, if it involved a pack of cards, we played it. I have great childhood memories cow tipping, going off and getting lost in the bog for hours, and coming home covered in dirt. Since my brother died in 1982, my parents and I had formed a shaky tripod of a family. Now that I'd lost my father too, it was too easy for me to glimpse a future point where I alone was the keeper of not just my own childhood memories, but of my family lore. As I have begun to write my memoirs, I have begun with my childhood. Memories which were hidden suddenly appear before you, finding expression through my writing. My dad taught me from my youngest childhood memories through these connections with Aboriginal and tribal people that you must always protect people's sacred status, regardless of the past. One of my earliest childhood memories is my father taking me in the evening to Samina Swim Recreation Club in Bellevue. I have many childhood memories of Eid. I'm a songwriter who's put my childhood memories and teenage angst into songs. I really love the Olympics, Daley Thompson's backflip, Derek Redmond's father helping him finish the 400m after his hamstring snapped at the 1992 Games in Barcelona, Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson, Sir Steve Redgrave. Childhood memories are flooded with these moments and idols. I'm very emotion-based. I approach character very much from the heart, building up their heart, their inner world, their imagination, their childhood memories, their dreams. I will go back to writing one day, when I have kids. I have such amazing childhood memories of being on horseback. Why do we capital N nerds love Mars so much? Because it's beautiful, it's tough, it's buried in our mythic childhood memories. It's covered with human triumphs but also with sad stories of failure. Some of my best childhood memories are of watching Terrell Davis with my dad. I used to hang out when I was, 4 and 5 years old and play Power Rangers in the locker room with him and Shannon Sharp and Rod Smith. And I loved Terrell. He was awesome. Chocolate is the first luxury. It has so many things wrapped up in it, deliciousness in the moment, childhood memories, and that grin-inducing feeling of getting a reward for being good. An awful lot of people have childhood memories of holidays in Cornwall, and the holidays are old-fashioned and hugely successful. You stick a child and a dog on one of the beaches, and they just light up, they just love it. We had a ranch, growing up, that we used to spend a lot of time at. I guess anything from the ranch house would probably be some of my favorite childhood memories. I've watched with a kind of wary eye how gaming has progressed. I was there at the beginning with Pong in the arcade, and a lot of my great childhood memories were around a Tempest machine. I have the most wonderful childhood memories of holidays in the golden age before foreign package holidays were even a glint in Michael O'Leary's eye. The importance of inclusive behavior was modeled for me early in life. I have many childhood memories of my mother, an entrepreneur and business owner, drawing people to herself and inspiring them with the genuineness of her interest in them. My father is Moroccan and I have fond childhood memories of holidays there. Growing up in Poland, I didn't have the experience of going to Disneyland as a child, so I don't have any childhood memories connected to it, good or bad. I have been to Golden Temple couple of times now. I feel calm and at peace when I am there. It's a very special place for me because I have a lot of childhood memories with my family there. I still love making hamburgers on the grill. I guess whenever I eat them childhood memories come up for me. One of my principal childhood memories is hearing one of the Liszt Hungarian Rhapsodies waft throughout the house. My early childhood memories center around this typical American country store and life in a small American town, including 4th of July celebrations marked by fireworks and patriotic music played from a pavilion bandstand. One of my early childhood memories was my grandmother always having a bowl of Nestle chocolate bars at her house. My sister and I would argue over who could eat the chocolate bars. Looking back, I don't know why we just didn't share. We could have split them. All my childhood memories of my mother is that of someone who was just Superwoman, before the phrase was even invented. All my childhood memories are from Lucknow. My entire maternal side lives here, so every vacation, we used to come here by Shatabdi and spend days here visiting monuments, savoring delicacies, and being with family. For me, it's like second home. My earliest childhood memories are just of me falling and getting injuries. I can always tell when my mother, an artist who grew up in Switzerland, starts to feel nostalgic for home. It is the smell of the crispy apple tarts, the ginger cookies, and the creamy muesli full of nuts and fresh berries. The scent alone delivers a rush of childhood memories for me. I love the Middle East. My earliest childhood memories are of Jerusalem. I love the colors and smells and cadence of Arabic spoken in the streets of Cairo or Beirut. I also love the modernity and verve of Tel Aviv. One of my few childhood memories is as an 8-year-old, refused permission to watch the Hitchcock season on Irish television, sneakily viewing The Birds through a crack in the living room door. It transformed my hitherto perfectly enjoyable half-mile walk to school, down a country lane patrolled by watchful birds, into a terrifying ordeal. My childhood memories are amazing. I had freedom in every way, but I see everything from a different perspective now that I live outside. While the majority of my childhood memories are beautiful, I also have experienced the challenges that Nigeria has faced since independence. My childhood memories include a time when the government confiscated my family's possessions and exiled us to a camp in the BC interior, just because my grandparents were from Japan. Of all my childhood memories, I don't have any good ones. My childhood memories are filled with hugs and kisses from both my mom and dad. My mom has a thing about kissing you an odd number of times. If she kisses you once, all good, but if she kisses you twice, then you know another one has to follow and, weirdly, she tends to go for the forehead. I, along with my sisters Nidhi and Mukthi, did my schooling from Bits Pilani in the Shekhawati region. So, I am very well aware of Rajasthan, its culture, life, heritage, music, food and everything it is famous for. And it's no exaggeration to say that Rajasthan gave me the best childhood memories. Some of my happiest childhood memories are going to the movies with my dad and seeing whatever was out that week. In 1977, when I was 7, it was Star Wars. That was a life changer. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.